beautiful souls. The footage you're about to see, pretty old. It's about 3 years old. However, it was for Beebeecraft as a guest designer. At that time, we were dealing with COPPA, and then shortly after, the pandemic hit. And then I just ended up putting the products away. And I did create a video for what I was creating. However, I lost some of the footage, although I did complete the projects. This one here is actually one of them. And then I will show the other one at the end, but also from this present moment, August 2022. So in the older footage, I did share the products from Beebeecraft. So I really won't go too much into detail now with that. However, this rhinestone trim here that I glued here, I don't have the footage for that. And this is not the one that you're actually going to see in the footage. This is the actual trim that I used for that. Okay. This is a Gorgeous Girl frame stamp that I stamped on fabric, and then I embroidered her, and then I made a tassel. So, and then also you won't see how I did the ring and put the tassel. Lost footage for that. I don't know. I don't even know what happened to that footage. But yeah. And I do have an older video right before I did this one here, and how I made these embellishments. Okay, let's just call them embellishments or doodads. I did this from scratch using flat back pearl and that rhinestone trim. Okay, and then I also did this, but I did not do a video at all for it. I did create this because they had sent me these beautiful beads that comes in a jar like this, and these are glass beads, and this is also from another video that I created using their product, and this is just fabric that I inserted, you know, some torn fabric and lace trim into this canvas. I inserted into this canvas fabric, and then I adhered everything together, and then I made this tassel as well. And this is also, well, this also can be hung. Isn't that pretty? So yeah, like, it's been almost 3 years, but I did want it to come on here, you know, to give Beebeecraft a shout out and to finish and complete the video that I started years ago. So this set here comes in a set of 5 pendants. These are also, you know, these get turned into brooches, and they're also considered metal frames. And they also come with the glass bezel. But I'm going to use these separate from these. I'm also going to use this product that's also from Beebeecraft, and I'm going to use 2 different color chalk paint. This one is a white, and this one is, and it's a cream color. I forgot the name of it, but it comes in a can, and I just, you know, poured some in here. And then I you know, I'll be using these that I had created with these beads, and there is a tutorial on this one. So everything is just going to be linked in the description box below. I'll be using some of these, or maybe one of those. Okay, so this I just stamped, and then I embroidered it, and this is what it looks like stamped. And I just used the Momento Tuxedo Black. Nothing, you know, like fancy or anything like that. This is the stuff that we use for stamping. Okay. And this is how it looks, you know, with other images stamped. I'm also going to embroider these, and even though this is not stamped, you know, clear, it doesn't matter. As long as I can see it, I can still stitch around those lines and I'm not going to do a tutorial on how to embroider this because that's going to take too long, and besides which, it's just back stitching. That's all I did. I just followed all the stamped lines except for the edge of that. And this is the Gorgeous Girl framed stamps. Okay. Here's another one. There's this one. I'm excited to embroider this one. And then this one I did embroider. Look how pretty that one came out. And she's actually holding like a Christmas ornament, and I just made a rose there. And I made these roses here. Oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. And I did cut out, I took an acetate sheet. This is from packaging. And I laid it on top of the metal frame. And I just took a marker and I traced right along this opening here. And then I cut it out so it fits there nicely. So that's the cutout, and that's what I'm going to use for, to back this up in here. You'll see that, you know, in the process video, in the tutorial. So you will see how I do that. I rather use this than cardboard. I rather use something that's more sturdier, more substantial, something that's not gonna fall apart or tear. So that's why I'm using this acetate for the backing of this. And I will also be using a piece of felt for the back of this, and I'm also going to use stuffing for here, and then I'm going to place this here. So I mixed this chalk paint that is a cream color with this white chalk paint here, and I mixed it in because I don't want it too, you know, I don't want it like stark white, but I don't want it like a dark cream color either. I want it in between. And I will be using this one here. This is what it looks like when I stamped it. welcome back to the present moment, August 2022. And this is how I actually finished this one. Isn't that pretty? So I attached this bow, and then I created a large ring to pull these lace trims and ribbon through that ring, and then tie it together to make a tassel. And then I added this pretty gemstone here. Isn't that pretty? Look at that pretty gemstone. This was an earring. Here's the one that I showed you in the beginning, and then this one here. And so this is using Beebeecraft beads and their rhinestone trim. They do have beautiful products, like seriously, they do. Okay, so thank you for joining me today. Let's share, be fair, be filled with love, and love one another. Take good care, everybody.